Good morning and welcome to the new episode, the Saturday special of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. In Hindu pantheon of gods, Lord Shiva has a prime spot. In fact, he is the primal soul of the creation and he is the real creator of the manifest universe. Not only that, he is also the center of all creation. So this is possibly the only exception where a God is a creator and a part of the creation. He is not some juggler sitting outside and throwing balls in the air. No. He is a creator. But not only that, he is a multidimensional God. Shiv means something which is auspicious, something gracious, benign, kind, benevolent, friendly. And yet his Tandavna, the dance of destruction, is very well known. The common epithets used for him are Shambhu, meaning benign, Shankar, beneficent, Maheshwar, great Lord, Mahadev, great God. And then he is represented in a variety of ways. The cosmic dancer Nataraj, Adiyogi as a naked mendicant, ascetic, and Ardhaneshwar, an androgynous union of half male, half female. So is he an ordinary god? No. He is also paired with Shakti, embodiment of power and manifestation of Uma, Sati, Savit, Parvati, Durga and Kali. And then Kashmir Shaivism is a new panorama itself. Param Shiv is Param Brahman, the ultimate reality, the one form where everything emerges. So, Param Shiv manifests himself in a variety of descent from Param Shiv to Jiv. That's a human being. And then this transformation is through 36 tattvas. The vibrant creative energy of Param Shiv, known as Panda, moves him to manifest these 36 tattvas as Leela, divine show, divine play. And that is done on the night of Shivratri. The Shiv Shakti, the consciousness and awareness of life, are venerated. And as a matter of fact, their dimension, the 5 pure tattvas of universal experience, are creative, motionless, absolute, energy, bindu tattva, I and this. Then the Sadhya Tattva, which is responsible for appearance of the self. Ishwar Tattva is which you realize that this universe is my expansion. And then Sadvidya, when Purush acts together in his own nature, and yet realization is in the motion. So this transformation, going from a pure earthly level to the highest level. And sometimes you realize it, sometimes you forget it. So 7 pure, impure tattvas act as instruments that assist the human beings in getting salvation. These are Purush and Maya tattvas. There are 5 kanchuks. Kanchuks are cloaks that block the subject from recognizing the divine nature of the universe. They are impure tattvas. Now this is something which is not there in any other religion, that you have the same manifestation of pure, impure, because human beings are like that. The universe is that. Nothing is absolute. So 24 impure tattvas, Purush and Prakriti tattva, Sattva, Tamas, Rajas tattvas, 5 sense organs, 5 karmendriyas, motor organs, 5 sensations, and 5 physical elements. So cosmology in its entirety, whether it is psychology, whether it's philosophy, whether it's physiology, whether it's the human body, or whether it's the highest spiritual thought, they are all encompassed in these tattvas. And the first to emerge from Prakriti is buddhi, intellect. And then it descends into ahamkar, ego. The external sense of self is then experienced through the manas, sensory mind, which evolves into lowest tattva. So the main thing is that there are two sources of life, Shiv and Shakti. They merge to give rise to the universal consciousness through these 36 tattvas. And this is how the cosmos came into being. Now you would be amazed that the people always think that the Hindu thought is not scientific. If you look at it, the Shiv is not a matter, is a thought expressed in diverse manners. And that's what the quantum physics says, there's no matter. It's only spanda, vibrations, wave formations in the ocean of consciousness. The universe is a vibration of waves. That's what Shiva is. The cyclic movements of internalization and externalization raise you to the level of most elevated creation, the Shiv Shakti Tattva. The visible world emerges from spanda, subtle vibrations, and that's divine. Now all human beings are one with Param Shiv, the absolute consciousness. However, through knowledge we can recognize the divine nature and become liberated. But then, look at it. We have always talked of Shiv in the North India and the Kashmir, but the poetic lyrical hymns of Thevaram, which are hymns in Tamil, when I studied them, I was amazed. They show it's a compendium of hymns, and they place Shiva at the heart of all spiritual seeking, as well as the bestower of boons in his Asutosh Sabrup. And what is Asutosh Sabrup? The God who melts at the call of a sincere prayer. And you have seen even the people who are considered to be rogues and undesirable have prayed and got boons from Shiva. So composed of three seminal Tamil Shiva poets, the boy prodigy Gyan Sambandha, the mature poet Apar, and Sundara, known as playful argument companion of Shiva. So this Thevaram calls out to the seeker to seek the self through music, song, dance, celebrating the name of Shiva. This in fact celebrates the spirit of Satradurya. Satradurya is conceiving of the self as Shiv. You know, the famous mantra of Shiv is Namo Shivaya, and it's revealed first in these Satradurya hymns of Tamil. Can you believe it? So the interaction between the Tamil Shiva and the Northern Shivite and the Kashmiri Shaivism is in fact the combining thread in the Indian thought. And these hymns awaken the spiritual consciousness through their devotional prongs by celebrating Shiv in all its aspects, not just the austere and renunciating yogi, but as a fountainhead of the creative impulse. So that impulse is what is the picture of the manifest universe. The priest in Chidambaram shows one of the 1,000-pillar halls, and I was amazed to see, and Periyapurnam. And when I saw that, I was really amazed. As the Dikshatras explained, the individual was inspired by the Nayara to see all the dimensions of Shiv's Leela So all that we see is Leela, the play, the manifest word as is play. They celebrate the music and dance. And Shiv's bhakti was a call not only to awaken the nobler instincts, but also to come together and participate in this celebration. This is not some. This is more communal, more social in nature than individualistic. So, what is real Shiva? Is it the ascetic yogic aspect of Shiva, characterized by the dispassionate withdrawal and penance? Or is it the creative pulsating energy of Shiva that calls for an active engagement in this world, in the realization of the outer embodied universe, emanating from and reflecting the disembodied one? So that vibration, that impulse get a bodily form. And the tradition is very clear. Shiva's all-encompassing compassion and love for devas and asuras alike. So he is the first time a god is loving both the devils, the demons and the angels. And he loves basically because I love the creation, not a destroyer, which is when it crosses that limit. So there is a certain boundary line, and then when the boundary is crossed, the action is taken. Perhaps what Shiva seeks to destroy is the negativity and the baser elements in human nature. And Shiva Siddhanta, the foundation of the three internal entities in Tamil Nadu, are Pati, Pasu and Pasam. What are they? Pati is God, Pasu is the soul, and Pasam is the bondage. So the Shivite Siddhanta raises that God is one, souls are many, and bondage happens because of the three impurities which cause the negativity of the soul, law of action and reaction, Maya, because of all this. And Shiva's grace alone can evolve the soul to understanding the. So the Thevaram, the Tamil aspect, him celebrate the outer form of Shiva and manifest the word as well. That's the manifestation. And basically, how the question arises then, if he is all the creator, how is he the center of the universe? He is the center of the universe as the dancing Shiva. Now, art like love defines any clear definition. It can best be understood in the terms of impact alone. Take the image of Shiva, dancing Shiva, Natraj, the Lord of Dance. It has been the beloved of the Indian dancers and the musicians for millennia. And Chidambaram town is considered to be the center of the universe to those of faith. So Chidambaram is the heart and Lord's dance of Anand, bliss. And Shiv is Nritya Murti, the cosmic dancer, embodies in himself and simultaneously manifests the eternal energy. So dance is to be taken not as an art form only, but it is manifestation of eternal energy. I was reading Myths, Symbols in Indian Art and Civilization by Henrik Zimmer, and it draws attention to the mudras of the hands and its position of the feet, and that description. Our dancers dance, but they don't understand the real significance of those mudras of the hand and the feet. For example, the upper right hand bearing the dambru, the hourglass shaped drum, that connotes sound, which by its association with ether makes the first of the five elements. Out of it unfolds the evolution of the universe. So, and then comes ether, and then air, fire, water, and earth. And Simar further goes on to say that ether and sound signify the first truth, the pregnant moment of creation, the productive energy of the absolute, and the pristine cosmogenetic strength. No, what's the meaning of the mudras? The upper left hand with its half moon posture, with the fingers, Ardha Chandra Mudra, bears on the palm of a tongue of flame, symbolically signifying fire, the element of destruction of the world. There is Abhay Mudra, fear not gesture, as indicated by the second right hand, bestows protection and peace. So on the one side is the Ardha Chandra, signifying fire, and then Abhay Mudra, do not be afraid if you are pure, if you are honest. And the remaining left hand lifted across the chest points downward to the uplifted foot. The hand limitation of the outstretched trunk of the elephant at Gaj Hast Mudra. Now the combination of the man and the elephant shows the connectivity in all the human beings and the animal world. Biodiversity, possibly for the first time, was taught in that. And Shiva himself dances on the prostrate body of demon Apush, Apasmra Purush, the man or the demon called forgetfulness or heedlessness. Then there is Prabha Mandal, the ring of flames, signifying the transcendental light in the knowledge of truth, issues from encompassing the good. The face remains in the sovereign calm. Now all that's one happening, all these mudras, the face shows exuding serene tranquility, expressionless, calm, peace of mind, but a beautiful smile. And none of this is uncommon language, neither is the fact that the enduring appeal of the image transcends to embrace the word of the quantum physics as demonstrated by Capra in the Tao of Physics. The expression of the metaphysical and scholarly approaches have undoubtedly enhanced our appreciation and understanding of Nataraj, Nrityamurti, the outstanding pictures and manifestations of Lord Shiva. And in the end, after all human attempts to express the ineffable and essential, inexpressive things are there. But the whole composition does not fail to move you, whether you are aware of the symbolism or not. And I would say that Shiva, as the creator and at the center of the universe, is, if I am to quote John Armstrong, to find something beautiful is to register the kinship between the object and the most important part of oneself, that is your soul. And Shiva does that. So this sort of a creativity and being a part of it is exclusive to the Hindu theology, Hindu culture, and basic aspect of Shiva, revered by all in India. And as a matter of fact, the Sikh Guru, the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, in fact praised to Lord Shiva and his famous hymn, De Shiva Varmohe, Shubh Karman Tekkapunotanu. God Shiva, give me a boon that I'm not afraid of doing something right, and I die while performing my duty. Nothing can be more and more. So whether we go into quantum physics or Capra in the Tao of Physics or the Tamilian hymns or Kashmiri Shaivism or John Armstrong, one thing is clear, that Shiva remains the primal energy, the creation, the creator and the destroyer. And as such, the sustainer is what keeps a balance. And for the first time, as I said, the biodiversity aspect became an integral part of any religious thought. Isn't this exciting to know that one God personifies all these aspects multidimensional, and showing thereby that there is a unity in diversity, and all the diverse forms are essentially manifestations of the same. Thank you.